Hey, y'all come on. Mm, okay. Hey, y'all come on in. Hey, Lakita, how are you? Um, y'all come on in. It's day 26, and I've got an amazing topic for today. I was going to go a totally different way today, but something happened today, and I said, you know what? This is what I'm going to talk about today. So this is day 26. It's about 13, 14 minutes after 5. I know some people are trying to get off work, but I wanted to go ahead and get my live done now so that I can enjoy the rest of the evening with my sons, because it's Monday movie night. So we're supposed to be watching more Mortal Kombat tonight. But anyway, take a deep breath. It's Monday. It's beginning of the week. Before you know it, it'll be Friday, and we're back to the weekend. I just love my weekends, particularly when the boys are with their dad, because I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, how long I want. So, but anyway, y'all come on in. I see a few of you joining. Come in, say hello. Again, this is the Rise Up Challenge. This is your coach, Seema Whitina, your confidence and transformational coach, transformational speaker, 3-time best-selling author. What else? Mother of 2, which I love, Jeremiah and Jacoby. You guys hear about them all the time. Hey, Cher. Hey, Pamela. But anyway, I'm so glad you guys. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? So today is day 26. We are almost 30 days in our Rise Up Challenge, going live every day. If you missed any of my lives, they're all on my page. Go back and look at them. Before the end of the month, I'll be saving them over on my YouTube page. Hey, Patrice. So we've covered everything from porn. We've covered this generation of children. We've covered sex, everything. We have covered everything in marriage. Just all types of subjects, you guys. Whatever the God gave me is what I brought. I mean, I can't tell you this 30 days or 26 days has really taught me to be obedient to the Holy Spirit and to not force anything. Just flow and let God do what he does, and he shows up every day. So, but today I want to talk about cheap is not always the best way. You get what you pay for. Cheap is, thank you for the hearts. Cheap is not always the best way. You get what you pay for. Well, what do you mean, Seema? Let me give you a good example, a really simple example that everybody can relate to. Okay. So, just trying to cut corners. The kids are home. My children are still doing e-learning because they're in the virtual academy. He said, I'm talking to you today. Well, I got something for you today. So, they're home more. So I had to spend more on groceries. Actually, my grocery bill runs up to about $500 a month now because I have two teenage boys at home with me. But anyway, so I tried to go the cheap route because they go through ketchup like water. I mean, I buy the big thing of ketchup, and next thing I know, it's empty. They put ketchup on everything. So I tried to get the Walmart brand or the Food Line brand, one of them. My son says, Mom, can I tell you something? I said, sure. He picks up the ketchup bottle and said, Mom, this one does not taste like the good one. Next time, get the good one. I said, what do you mean, the good one? You mean Heinz. Heinz is the best ketchup. Hunt's disgusting. I said, well, is there really a difference? Because I don't really eat a lot of ketchup because it's an avoid for me. So he said, taste it. So I tasted. I'm like, you can tell a little difference. But listen, they can tell. cheat is not always the best way. Okay. So another story is, y'all have heard my stories about my glasses. You guys, I have 3 prescriptions in my glasses. Okay. They are called trifocals. Well, nowadays they call them progressive lenses. You better not call them trifocals or trifocals. They are progressive lenses. Okay. Now, so I have a prescription, very like a prescription up top for far away. So I look over so I have to, lower my head to drive. I look out of here, and then maybe 4 or 5 feet in front of me, I look through the middle, which has a little bit of magnification, sort of like reading glasses. And then on the bottom, I look through it to see my phone. So without my glasses, I cannot see my phone. So if I text you without my glasses, no telling what I sent. So I have to look through the bottom and hold my phone like this and look through the bottom. Yes, they are. Rob, these are trifocals that I'm wearing right now. Has 3 prescriptions in them. So anyway, last year, because of COVID and everything, I decided I was going, and every year I get a new pair of glasses because my son and I both, our prescriptions change. So every year my oldest boy, 20/20 vision, no problems. So last year we tried to go the cheap route. We went to have our examination done, and I changed jobs, so I had a different insurance. So I didn't feel like I could go back to the other place I was going where I got these from. So I go to a new one. We had never been there before, but it was COVID, so it was really chaotic and unorganized. So we both go, and I think we were in there like 3-4 hours to get our examination. And she went through it so fast, you guys, just trying to rush and catch up. So we take our piece of paper with us with the prescription. They did have a optical place right beside where you could get your glasses, but because of COVID, you couldn't just walk in. You had to have an appointment. So we left. Long story short, I ended up ordering my glasses online. Let me see. They are downstairs in my purse. I would have said the glasses that everybody sees me wearing with the blue on the bottom and the brown on the top, that I get lots of compliments about. And my son's, he got his makes him look like Malcolm X. Well, he liked his turned out pretty good. So anyway, I took him to Walmart, and then I bought my frames online, and I took mine to Walmart and got them to put the prescription in. And remember, you guys, I have 3 prescriptions. Well, when I got the glasses back, I couldn't see out the bottom. The middle was blurry, and up here was blurry. So I tried. If some of you remember, I posted on my page, does it take a while for you to get used to your glasses? But I never had that happen. So they said yes. So I tried to wear them a couple of days, and it made me so sick, you guys, sick on the stomach. My head was hurting so bad. My eyeballs was hurting. I'm like, I just don't remember going through all of this for some glasses. So I just couldn't wear them. So I just put them on for a photo op. That's it. These are the only ones I have. And if you notice, if you look closely, there's a scratch on these. The dog scratched these. Then I took the same prescription. I'm like, maybe Walmart messed them up. I ordered a pair online. Gucci frames. Put the prescription in there. They came. I couldn't see out of those either. Well, the dog ate those up. I'm like, Lord. So I just said, you know what? Cheat is not always the best way. And considering all of the things that I have going on in my prescription, I have to go to the best. So I went back to the place that I've been going to for years, and I never had a problem with any pair of glasses or prescription. I went back today. And they said, Seymour, where have you been? I told them my story, and they were like, you know better than that. They said, if someone has 1 prescription, Walmart is fine. They have the technology. But when you have 3, you cannot go to Walmart. And you certainly can't do it online, because with progressive lens, you have to measure the 3 prescriptions. And your 3 measurements will be different than everybody else's. I was like, oh, yeah. They said, so if they didn't ask you for those three measurements, which they didn't, I mean, that's why, because when you're trying to see out of the top, it may be too large or too small. You have, and so what made me think about it is today they had me on this machine where I had to stand and had to measure. Then she took my glasses and wrote little lines on it. And I said, I don't remember doing all that at Walmart. She said, that's because they don't. You have a special type. And for progressive lenses, there's the same thing. When you buy some, you can get a low quality, middle quality, and high quality. Here, we use the high quality of progressive lens, which means it's going to have your 3 prescriptions crisply done. And if they're not right, we will correct it. Y'all, cheap is not always the way to go. In my Mary Kay business, I meet women all the time. They're like, how much is this? And you tell them, and they're like, wow, why is it so much? Because it's worth it. The investment is worth it. This is your skin. You only get one. By all means, you can spend $24 for a cleanser. Matter of fact, there are women. I have one client. She doesn't even ask me the price. She says, what is it? I want it. Where do I pay? Because she knows that it is an investment that's worth getting the best. Getting the best. So my point is, cheap is not always the way to go, you guys. Sometimes when you want the best, you got to pay. How the saying says, you got to pay to be the boss. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. There it is. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. Listen, go on a Mercedes, I'm not a Mercedes, but a Bentley and a Porsche lot. You ain't going to go up there and see no sale. Because you got to pay for the best. Okay? Listen, when I was doing my second coaching certification, and when I had been watching Rebecca Lynn Pope's certification for a whole year. And every time I would click on, I'm like, God, I can't pay that much for the certification, but I would love to be able to do that. Hey, Mentee, how are you? And I just kept, and one day the Lord said, how will you expect people to pay $5,000 for your VIP coaching package when you won't even pay it for yourself? And I was like, oh my God. Yes, Liz, this is the season of investment. You guys, I'm taking a boot camp right now with Dr. Sonia Stribling from Atlanta, Georgia, one of the top speakers in the country. And I had to pay to get my foot in the door and to work with her one-on-one. You're going to have to pay. But guess what? Everything cheap is not the best way. Cheap is not always the best way. You invest in everything else. How about take an opportunity to say, you know what? I'm going to invest today in the best. It's amazing to me how somebody can present something to you and you go looking for the cheapest. And then you go out and buy the cheapest and you get it home, or you go through the experience and then it's not what you wanted. And then you want to complain and talk about the business owner when you knew paying $59 for something that is really valued at thousands was not going to get you what you need. Cheap is not always the best way. So if you know you need it, save for it and get it. So today, I went in there today and I said, I'm going to get my glasses. I picked out some nice ones too. Some nice ones that I want. Wait till they come back. I can't wait to show y'all. I got them. The lady did my measurements. She did all of that. And in 2 weeks or less, I'm going to have some new glasses with the right prescription that I can put on, walk out the door of the vision center and be able to walk to my car with no problems. Did I learn my lesson? Yes, I did. Some people might be able to go online and do theirs, but Seema, you can't. You can't. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. You can't. Your prescription requires more work, more intensive, whatever they use, all of the techniques that they have, the instruments, the technology for it to be right. I got to pay the cost to be the boss. The glasses I picked out today was $1,000. $1,000. Thank God for insurance, which brought my part down to $308. With some people like $308, God, for some glasses? Absolutely had to pay it. Because guess what? By the time you add up how much money I have spent on 3 or 4 pair of glasses that I did online and at Walmart, you guys, I spent more than $300 and not one pair works. She said she is too funny. But I paid for mine today. I'm excited. I'm going to take my son. He didn't want to go talk about, I'll just wear my old ones. But I'm going to take him back in there too, because the lady explained to me that when you buy glasses, you have to make sure that they fit the bridge of your nose. I said, well, Lord, nobody told me that. Nobody told me that. So she says, that's what we do here. That's why we have people that walk with you and help you choose glasses for your face. Because we tell you when you put one on that doesn't fit your face, it's too small for your eye frame. It doesn't fit the bridge of your nose correctly. It doesn't lay right here on the side. See, you don't get that online, and you certainly don't get it in Walmart. Y'all, I learned something today. I'll never go cheap on my glasses again. Now, other stuff, you got to weigh it out. Is it worth it to go cheap? Is it worth it to go cheap? Because cheap is not always the best way. All right, y'all, this is day 26, April 26. Listen, we got 5 more days to go. Look, I'm counting my fingers, 27, 28, 29, 4 more days. 4 more days to go. And that's it. We have done 30 days of live with you guys. I have enjoyed it so much. When you do halfway stuff, you will get half. That's it. When you do halfway, that's what you get. Gino said, I paid $377 for mine, and it took me 3 months to get them right. Gino, see? And I didn't have time to keep going back and forth online, sending them back and all this. I just said, forget it. This is just too much. I love the frame. So the lady told me, she said, once you get these back and the prescription is right, which I believe it will be, you can bring those other ones back and we will put the right prescription in the frame for you. Again, cheap is not always the best way to go. All right. I love y'all. Enjoy your evening tonight with your families. I prayed for all of you guys this morning as I sat down on my desk and I said, God, give us a productive week. One, that God, when the weekend hits, we will feel that we have met all of our challenges and overcome everything that we were faced with. Because with you and ourselves, there's nothing we can't handle. So I prayed for y'all this morning, and I pray you have an outstanding week. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Love you. Mwah.